Okay, now we'll move for the fillet command. You can directly go to the fillet command here in modify menu or type F, then enter. Okay, before applying this, I'll make a figure here to illustrate the application of fillet. So now take a fillet command. Here fillet command is used to give this corner a round shape. So here we need to give the value of radius. For this we have to go to the option radius here. So type R, enter, and here I'll mention the radius 14 inch, enter, and then select the first object. Here I'll select this object and select the second object. Here this edge changed to a round shape. It goes automatically out from the command after fillet is applied. You didn't have to press enter as we used to do in other command. Now again go back to the fillet command. Now we'll go to the polyline option here. This option is used to apply in the object drawn by the polyline. So P, enter. Here this object is drawn by the polyline. Okay, then select this object. See here all the four corner of this polyline object is converted to the round edge. Okay, and again back to the fillet. Now we'll go for the option trim. For trim option T, enter trim mode option. Previously we used the fillet with this trim option. Now I'll go to this option no trim, select to apply the fillet in this corner, then select this first object and select the second. See here this line is as it is as we use the no trim option, and fillet is applied here. Okay, again back to the fillet command. Now I'll go for the multiple option here. If I have to apply the fillet command in the multiple corners like this one and this, then I'll use the multiple option here. For this M, enter, and select the object. Here I'll select this as first object, this one as second. Look here, the command is still in progress, so you can select the object for another corner here in this way and then enter if it is done. Here we applied the fillet command with multiple option and no trim option. Okay, in this way we can use the fillet command whenever required in our drawing. Okay, now let's look on the chamfer command. You can directly go to here in this drop down arrow. Okay, in command prompt area we'll type the CHA for chamfer command. Now here we'll go for the option distance. So for this D, enter, specify the first chamfer distance. Okay, we'll apply this chamfer command in this figure. Here specify first chamfer distance. For example, I'll specify 12 inch, enter. Specify second chamfer distance. Here let's give the value 6 inch, enter. Okay, now select the first line. I'll select this line. Please remember, the line we select in first will take the first chamfer length as we mentioned the 12 inch, and the line we select in second will take the second chamfer length which we mentioned as 6 inch. So here I'll select this line as first and this one as second. Okay, you can see here length from this point to here is 12 inch and this length is 6 inch. Okay, now again back to the chamfer. Now we'll go for the option angle. In distance we mentioned first chamfer length and second chamfer length, whereas in angle we are supposed to create a chamfer with distance and angle. So for this type A, enter, and okay, now it says to specify chamfer length on the first line. Here I'll enter 10 inch, enter, and the chamfer angle let's say 25 degree, enter. Now select the first line. Here I select this, and now select the second line, this one. We applied the chamfer by using the angle method. So see here this corner is chamfered with 10 inch chamfer length which we mentioned in this first line, and this inclined line is 25 degree with reference to this line as we mentioned. Now again back to the chamfer, and now we'll go for the option polyline here. For this P, enter. Now select the polyline. Here I have this figure drawn with polyline. Now I'll apply chamfer with distance here. For this D, enter, specify first chamfer distance. Let's mention here 14 inch and second chamfer distance as 7 inch. Okay, now select the polyline. Select here the corner of Here you can see each corner of the polyline is converted to chamfer. Okay, again back to the chamfer. Now we'll look on this option method for this e-inter. See here, there is two methods. One is by distance and another is by angle. We have already applied this method for chamfer. However, I'll again use here angle method. For this, either you can go and select this angle or type A enter. Now repeat the same process as we have done earlier in this angle option. So select the first line and then select the second line. Here I'll select this one. See here, this corner is chamfered by using the angle method. Here it used the value of length and angle which we mentioned earlier while using this angle option. Okay, in this way we can use the chamfer command, and this option trim and multiple is same as we used in the fillet command, which I have already explained. Okay, now let's move to another command, that is blend curve command. Here you can get the blend curve from here directly or type BLEND enter. Here blend command will create a curve or spline in between the two endpoints of the line. Okay, let's use this command. For this I'll make a figure here by using the line. Okay, now back to the blend command. Now select first object. Here if I have to create a spline in between these two lines, then I'll select the first object here and second object here. See here, blend create a spline here. Again back to the blend command. Now I'll select this point and this point. Okay, and curve is formed here. So we can select the point as per our requirement and use this blend command to create the spline or curve. And here we'll go for the option continuity. For this type CON. Okay, under continuity there is two options, tangent and smooth. Though we'll go to the both option and make a concept clear. Okay, I'll go with the tangent option here and select first object. Okay, we'll select this one point and select the second object. Okay, I'll select this one point. Look here, tangent continuity is used to create a curve in between these two endpoints. Similarly, we'll go back to blend curve, go to the continuity, and now we'll use the smooth. You can type the yes enter and select this point, this one. Now you can see the difference here. So here you can see the slight difference in the nature of the curve. Here this is the smooth curve where we use the smooth option, and here we use the tangent option, and the point is joined by this type of curve. So we can use either of this option as per our requirement. I hope you all are clear in the command which I explained in this video, and in next video I'll explain the remaining command of this modify menu like explode, stretch, scale and so on. Goodbye, have a good time ahead.